Hello there, internet individuals! Welcome to episode 104 of Minecraft, The Broken Journey. Hello there, people in the chat. It's nice to see you here ready for the stream to begin. We are back with our regularly scheduled Minecraft content on Sunday, 3 PM BST, British Summertime. The journey continues. Last time, we slept underground, I guess, and we made it to 2,500,000. No, 2,050,000. Spreading misinformation out here. Oh, what is this I'm greeted with? Do I make streams with OBS Studios? Yes, I do. I am using OBS right now. I don't need wool. Well, okay. I say that, I only have one bed. I have one bed and I don't have any boats, so... I probably will need wool in the next 10 seconds, given that there's... You know what, let's just make the boats and beds now. Save me a little bit of trouble, I guess. Perfect. You're gonna go play Minecraft on your Xbox One? Cool. I have never owned any of the Xboxes, and I honestly don't know why. I guess we just never really had a reason to have it, I guess. Like, how many games are even exclusive to Xbox consoles? And, like, my dad was a PlayStation guy, and aside from the fact that I'm already a PC guy, even just factoring the consoles, I'm more of a Nintendo person. Yes, I am the guy who says screw the consoles, just get a PC. Maybe except for the mountains of Nintendo exclusive games. There are so many games that are exclusive to Nintendo consoles. Sneezes. 57. Yes, I could do with more floof. Yoink. Let's bring me to 61. Yoink. 63. It is time for the combos. Combo. You're punching too far. That was not a combo. That was terrible fighting gameplay. You have a PS2, a PS1, and a Nintendo 64. Nice. That is the. Ooh. I bet you could probably like resell some of those things for like really good money. I bet those are like, yeah, just really old consoles. I still have my PS2 Slim at home, and I know one of my cousins has a Nintendo 64. I've never actually seen a physical PS1 though. We, like, apparently once had an old model PS2, but it broke. So then we had to get... So then they got a new one. This was, like, years and years ago. I'm gonna say I was about 2 years old at best. Because that was 2006. And then, like, the PS1 is from... What? 1997 or something, I think. I know the Nintendo 64 was 96. I don't remember if PS1 was the year after or the year before. The PS1 ONE, right. The one that looks a lot smaller. You have a Wii U gamepad? Okay, I once answered this in a Q&A, but all the consoles I have, as far as I can remember, is... Well, all the consoles I have and or had. PS2, PS2 Slim, PS3, PS3 Slim, GameCube, Wii U, Game Boy Advance, SP, DS. I've had at least like 3 DSs in my time. DSi, XL, 3DS, Wii U, and Switch. Yeah, we just never got the PS4 or PS5 for some reason. And like I said, we've not had any Xbox consoles. Hello there, internet individual. You were considering trying a PS1 game on your PS2 or trying to use a PS2 memory card on the PS1. I mean, okay, the fat PS2 models do have backwards compatibility, so you are able to safely play PS1 games on a fat PS2. Slim PS2s removed that functionality. I don't actually know what happens if you insert a PS1 disc into a fat PS2. I don't know if it just doesn't read it or if it red screens. But And if you put a PS2 memory card into a PS1, first of all, I'd assume that they don't even fit. But assuming they did, I'd just presume that it wouldn't read it. You're not gonna brick your PS1 by putting a PS2 memory card in it. That one. Are we gonna have a problem? You better switch up that attitude. Wii U, Wii U, Wii U. I don't know if it's more or less funny because I'm actually British. Oh look, it's almost nap time. The beach makes the beach would make a good sleeping spot, but there's a lot of trees, and trees make a bad sleeping spot because sometimes mobs just like to be cheeky and just spawn under the trees, which is too close, and it makes mobs spawn my bed. Because that's how it works in this version. I don't know why. Like, that's actually how it works. If it happens, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, it didn't happen. I am legally required to sleep. Otherwise the IRS will come to my bed. And by IRS I mean the inescapable rogue skeletons. I mean, sometimes it's zombies, but when I think about the old Yoshi commits tax fraud meme, the one thing I think about is I don't know how many people I don't know how many people know this person, but Chugga Conroy, they did a let's play of I think it was their let's play of Yoshi's Woolly World, and like at the end of the bonus reveal the bonus episode, they told a story about how not long after they first announced the game, they quite literally got audited by the IRS. And also owed more money. That was quite literally like not long after the peak popularity of that meme. Why did your TV start showing Twitter? Because it wants you to stay invested. It wants you to keep looking at the screen. It knows what you're doing. It must consume. It must consume. What is going on with these trees? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was an unloaded chunk. You must consume media or perish. Creative mode on? Oh, I wish. But this is Minecraft version 1.7.3. Creative mode doesn't exist. Besides, I think walking is just slightly more engaging to watch than just flying over everything for 2 straight hours. Oh, you're playing on creative mode. Fair enough then. Why am I using beta 1.7.3 instead of a modern version? Because Firelands. Yeah, exactly. This is the last version with the Firelands in it, so. I mean, theoretically, this isn't the only version you could use. You could do this in Minecraft InfDev for all I care. I'm not even sure how many of you know what InfDev is, but essentially it's the first version with infinite terrain generation. But like that version doesn't even show your coordinates, so like it sucks. It is cringe. It is unusable. Also, the terrain generation in InfDev is like, you already know how you've already seen like how ridiculous it gets in this version, and you've probably heard of how silly it is in alpha. This is like InfDev is quite literally pre-alpha, so like. How do I have 60 dirt and not 54? Because I grabbed dirt, I guess. What other reason would I not have 54 dirt? Yes, old alpha 2009, like, I don't know what numbers it is. I'm pretty sure the numbers are just the date of the compile of the date that version was compiled in. It's literally just flat land. You just it's just a block of stone. You put some stone and wood and grass. In fact, not even grass. It's just dirt. I'm pretty sure, just wherever you want. I think some versions also have saplings. That's about it. They don't grow. How'd you forget a stack is 64 blocks? Like 64 is a power of 2. 64 is like it's a pretty common number. That's it. Didn't Cave Game also have Steves running around? Some versions. It depends on the version. Some versions don't have them. Including like the earliest version, but some versions of like the pre-classic versions have those funny Steves. I'm still thinking about how Steve is OP in Smash Bros. Like, it's quite literally only just three things that make Steve really, really broken, and that's one, obviously, the ability to quite literally just place platforms wherever you want. Two, the fact that you're able to do up tilt while moving, and three, the fact that you're able to just ignore hit stun sometimes. Oh yeah, and I guess Steve can also carry an infinite amount of mass on in his pocket. I guess that's a thing as well. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that video. I've seen that video many times, dating back years and years ago. There's also been other videos that people have made on a similar subject, like game theory and ant venom. They've made videos discussing the subject as well. That video was made in Adobe Flash. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. You don't need a video editor if you can just animate the entire video. And honestly, the presentation of that video still holds up today. Oh, it wasn't actually made in Adobe Flash. Okay. I mean, Adobe Flash like ranges from like the gosh darn like. Okay, well, if you want to be technical, it started in like 1997, I think it was, but like most people would probably say it started in around the early 2000s with like Flash games and Newgrounds and stuff. Cool math games. Then it goes on till like, when was Flash discontinued again? What was it? 2020? I think 2020 was when Flash was discontinued. That's the latest you could say the Flash era ended. HDF looks like it was made in Flash. Yeah, HDF is made in Flash. Safety first. It's time for our next installment of Boating Adventure. All aboard the Boating Express. You found the blank in the background. I don't know what you're talking about, but I think that might be Herobrine. Unless you just mean like all of the graphical glitches. That is just normal Minecraft activity, I assure you. Absolutely nothing can go wrong. Oh, what? Hello there, tree. I somehow didn't notice. Boop. I'm on a boat. It feels like I'm on a boat. Ooh, what's this? A diverging pathway that leads to more water? Yeah, that what am I trying to say? That's definitely worth going more than 100 blocks away from Z0. Why are there random textures flashing on the screen? So, I am playing on Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 with the Optifine mod installed, and these really old versions of Optifine had a massive rendering bug when you're really far away from spawn. So I'm like more than 2 million blocks away from spawn, and like essentially what is happening is float point precision errors that is that is causing like block models to distort and things to be incorrectly rendered in front of other stuff when they shouldn't be. That's pretty much the gist of it. There's a video link in the description that like says more about it. The Farlands only happens with optifine. No, the Farlands is a vanilla thing. The Farlands is a vanilla thing. The thing that is caused by optifine is all of the flickering and the block jittering. If I was to do this in vanilla Minecraft, all that would be happening is like the blocks would be like moving in steps, but that's about it. Other than that, everything would look fine. Like if I look like almost perfectly straight a certain way. There, this is roughly what it would look like in vanilla Minecraft minus the occasional random flickering. Oh, what? It's becoming nighttime and I'm in the forest. Quick! We must go to a safer place. Ah, there's stone. Hello there, internet individual. We have survived another night. Hello there, internet individuals is gonna be my catchphrase in the stream. Yeah, I think it's like my signature sign on. Is sign on the right terminology? I don't know. It's like my greeting for people. It's less of a catchphrase, more of just like a greeting for viewers. I was kind of debating doing this, but this is kind of bordering spam, so if there's just one rule in my chat, it's to not like spam or anything. I may have a pretty inconsistent definition of what is and isn't spam, but like simple chat etiquette. Is that floating sand in the water? Why? Why must you tempt me like this? Make a guideline involving no spam. The problem is that I don't know how to like actually put up some sort of like guidelines. I'd put it in the description, but like, first of all, who reads the description? But second of all, like, I stream a lot more than just Minecraft, and like, I'd have to try and remember to put the disclaimer in the description of pretty much every stream I make, which I am inevitably going to forget. And I could make a pinned message, but first of all, that would show up on the screen itself and that would be distracting. And second of all, again, I'd have to remember to do that every stream, which I'm probably gonna forget. Put it on the screen. I don't really have space to put it anywhere that's really readable. Ooh, what on earth? That's like a Minecraft beta ravine. I don't think ravines exist in this version, so that's why I'm calling it a Minecraft beta ravine. Because that is not a normal occurrence in this version. Sneezes. Try replacing the chat windows with guidelines since chat thing isn't really useful since YT already saves the stream. Well, first of all, I'm using top chat, so it's kind of different to like the live chat that doesn't filter out anything. Second of all, most YouTubers just put the chat on screen even though they're streaming on YouTube with the live chat right there anyway, so. And third of all, people watching full screen. If they're watching in full screen, they can't see the chat. Goodbye, Internet Individual. I hope you enjoyed. If I'm like silent for a long time, that's just because I don't have anything. That's just because I don't really have much to say. This is honestly like a frequent issue I get. I don't usually have that many topics to talk about while on streams, so I'm often like silent for up to 10 minutes at a time, depending on chat activity. And maybe that's just an issue with me doing the most arguably mundane thing in a video game, but short of playing a literal idle game like Placid Duck Simulator or something. Oh, it's becoming nighttime again already. Why must you always do this at such inconvenient points in time? It is not healthy, I must say. I do not have the inventory space for this sand. Alright, this will definitely be... Wait. This will definitely be the true test on if my anti-clown prevention measure actually works. Haha! It's foolproof. Oh yeah, that's right. Hello there, internet individual. Wrong one. The boat. Give me the boat. I need the boat.
It's more in the fridge now.
I have been given a care package of water from my father. Unfortunately, I'm currently sitting in my chair, so I can't put it on the desk like I do with the other bottles. Live father reaction. I really hope that Dad shut the door properly, because I don't want the cats coming in midstream and I have to try and shoo them out. The place that I'm staying in right now has cats. And one of them sprays stuff. Assuming they haven't sprayed it. Assuming that one cat hasn't sprayed it already. Anyway, there was one time where we quite literally took a trip to McDonald's, and by the time I came back, he was just laying on my bed. I don't even know how he got in. It's not like I didn't close the door, like, the door wasn't wide open, it was only open a crack just enough for him to actually get in, but I wouldn't also leave it open just a crack. It's either always wide open or shut completely. So either I just somehow didn't close it properly, so it didn't actually like shut, so he was able to just push it open, or the cat somehow managed to open the door. I don't know which one's more likely, but it happened. The underlying note, though, is that I don't know if there's any cat spray on my computer, so I'm going to assume it's fine. Not that it didn't happen, but that even if it did, that it doesn't actually affect anything. This is some like £3,000 computer that I got only a month and a half ago. I'm not letting it get destroyed. I won't let my beautiful, expensive computer fall to the hands of a house cat. This is a massive mountain. I probably shouldn't scale it, but I did it anyway. Scaled down perfectly. No hazards whatsoever. The only real hazard is the only real hazard to me is my inability to not take full damage. Like I genuinely wonder sometimes if I've taken more damage in full damage than I have to literally every other source combined. Whoa, what on earth is that? What is happening here? What is this? What is this impossible physics that's happening right here? Minecraft beta terrain generation. Interesting. Get another look of it from up here. Why don't I? This entire segment just has some wacky, goofy goober, ooga booga. It's so silly. It's just lol random. It got just a little bit too silly. Just a little bit too silly. Hello there, internet individual. Boop. Wee. I can fly. I shuffle around in my chair a lot, don't I? Ah, it's nighttime. Ah. Get me to the gravel pit before it's nighttime. Ah. What point do I... why do I even bother trying to save my boat sometimes? I either kick it or destroy it anyway. And now I don't have any more boats. I'm not wasting my life on something that wasn't my fault. Because it totally wasn't my fault. You all know what happens if I come to a complete dead stop first. I end up kicking the boat away. And then I have to spend even more time trying to grab it. Oh my god, it's an entire ocean. Fine! The game is kind of rude, I must say. There's more water this way, but look at that Z coordinate. It's so far away from 0, I hate it. This was not even that worth it. I feel scammed. Feel scammed. You only just heard about the cat thing? That was like 5-10 minutes ago now. You need to get better Wi-Fi. Please. You're not watching this live. You're watching this like really far back in the past. I just realized I say that knowing it's going to be like another 5 or 10 minutes until they actually hear what I said. Hello, forest fire. Mr. Beast would be very upset to see this. There has been a lot of excellent boat activity tonight. While I'm walking across this long length of uninterrupted grass, I'm going to grab a small sip of my drink. Stay hydrated. Always remember to keep a bottle of water near you. And if you don't, then you're doing it wrong. Grab more water. I need this. Why did it take me so long to like process the fact that there were even sheeps there? I need the floof. Speaking of needs, let's get another boat in here. It is time for the... okay. It's not like there's really any way around it. Well, no easy way around it anyway. It's just so much more efficient, you know. I realize we have just passed the halfway point of today's journey. It is soon going to be nighttime and it's another forest. Why must you do this to me every time? Oh my god, is that an opening right when I need it most? I will take it. I will now sleep on this beach. EP on the sands. Boop. Now go to bed, peasant. We sleep like royalty. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Roll out. Move him out. Gotta move that gear up. It looks like I threw out all that dirt for nothing, I guess, but... oh well. It'll probably come up later, I'm sure. If there's one thing you should put on your... the Broken Journey bingo cards, it's that you should... you put on is... I need to formulate my sentences before I start blurting things out. If there's one thing you should put on your Broken Journey bingo cards, it's that you should put on sleeping in a forest. And being forced to dig underground. There's a lot of lava right here. That is very unsafe of you, game. You should not be playing with a lava game. That is hazardous towards your health. That tree almost threw me into the pit. I have some memory refreshing to do. Let's see. 2 to the power of 21. No, it doesn't show me. I need the calculator up. Calculator 2 to the power of 21. Okay, 97,000. Okay. It's next episode, not this episode. Yoink. Boop, boop. Pig, pig, pig. It's porky pig. It's Ham from Toy Story. It's I'm not gonna say Peppa Pig. I'm not saying Peppa Pig. It's what's the name of the pig from Sonic the Hedgehog? I'm doing a safety. My ear is itchy and I don't like it. The sun! Oh my gosh! Steve is able to just look at the sun without any negative repercussions. That's how you know he's the most powerful thing in existence. I can make it across this before the sunset. Hello there, internet individual. Welcome to Mincecraft. Okay then. I've heard of Mincecraft, but I've never heard of Mincecraft. I can make it. You think I'm playing this on a Windows XP computer? I mean, I know someone who has a Windows XP computer, but they live about 1,000 kilometers south in another country. So, I don't think I can really use their computer for this. Not to mention, I don't know how streaming it would work on a Windows XP computer. Also, I definitely wouldn't be getting such smooth frame rates. Fun fact, as much as I'm using 144Hz mode on this monitor actually does higher than that. It can go up to 165Hz. I honestly don't know why I don't use 165Hz mode over this. I hate when a matter of a few blocks means I have to destroy my boat and use another one. It's so inconvenient and a waste of resources. Oh, me? I'm just a reliable source. Source! S-O-U-R-C-E! Source! We've heard from a very reliable sauce. I don't know why, but that's just like one of the most memorable Simpsons gags I know. Or like one of the most memorable Simpson gags to me. Wood. Did I even collect that? Give me that piece of wood up there. Give me it. I'm totally gonna leave that tree just half chopped up because I don't care about the Minecraft environment. I'm leaving it in the dust to go to the the place that I say in the title. The funny lands. The funny lands. I'm no longer calling it the far lands. It is now the funny lands. I'm going to Clownland. That's it. You people have stood in my way long enough. I'm going to Clown College. I'm out of boats again. How does this always happen? Who allows this to be physically possible? It kind of looks like I have X-ray. That's the power of things rendering in front of other stuff. You get to see into the floor, sort of, but not really. This looks like a job for crafting. I need more boats. My tummy was gurgling and I had to speak over it to shut it up. Quit your whining. It's barely gone 4 p.m. Dinner's not ready yet. I mean, I hope it's not ready yet. Yesterday I had dinner at 4:30 in the afternoon. Not only is that early for my standards, that's just early in general. And I'm someone who typically has dinner at like 10 at night. I have a good schedule of time. Did I mention I go to sleep at 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. at the earliest. And often it's 3 a.m. Hello there, internet individual. Why do I have 5 furnaces? Because it's so much more efficient than just having one. Why spend half an hour smelting a stack of iron ore with your 8 coal when you can divide it between 4 furnaces and get it done 4 times quicker? It's so much faster, and I don't know why I'm the only person that seems to do it. You are happy today? I hope you're happy today. Otherwise, that would be upsetting. I realize I have missed 10,000 blocks remaining by more than 1,000 blocks. Oops. that happens sometimes. I blame my inability to pay attention to the coordinate number. After looking at it for a couple hundred hours, you kind of start to not really care about numbers anymore. Is that what I think it is? Is that a singular floating block? That is a massive hole. That has made me fail the no damage challenge. I blame the singular floating block. It distracted me. You did this! You did this! You are the cause for my downfall. And for having to eat more meat so I don't have to look at my half heart of damage. You know what? I am so petty about this. I am going to destroy you. I was trying to crouch. There you go. You're dead. You must now suffer with me for your crimes. Your crimes against my health bar. A plain field on which to sleep on. Perfection. Tonight we do an EP. And we will enjoy it. You are gonna like it! Boink. Decisions. I have to make a choice. I'm terrible at making choices. I could barely think about... Okay. I was about to say I can barely think of what I was gonna have for breakfast this morning, but first of all, I don't have breakfast. Second of all, what actually happened is that I was just too lazy to make anything, so I got untoasted bagels with strawberry syrup. Ask chat for decisions. I kind of just rush ahead, and I don't think the chat would have any time to choose before I've already taken a path. Oh my god, empty space in the ocean. I must capitalize on this. Capitalism! That is a obscure reference I'm sure none of you got, but it's a joke about capitalism. It's nice to see that there's still a fair few people around here at this time. Normally by this point in the stream, there's usually only 3 people, only one of which is even in chat. And okay, there's only one person in chat right now, but it's still nice to see. It's still nice to see that there's 9 people watching as of late. It makes me feel like I'm making good content. The ice. The ice. It's like I don't have to do anything at all. Absolutely nothing. So, fun fact, in, these earlier versions of Minecraft, if you press the directional button and open the inventory at the same time, you're able to keep walking without having to hold down the key. So I've been doing that just the entire time and just not having to give myself carpal tunnel holding onto the W key for 2 straight hours. Here's the boat you ordered, sir. Well, that settles the question I haven't even asked yet. I like this effect. Oh my god, more boating! Sign me up, thank you. Oh, that's nice. The bullies! The bullying ice. They like to punch my boats into oblivion. And I don't like it. It is inefficient. It's slower than the water, which means it's factually worse. Can I not put a boat on ice? I can, but this is before boats turned into gosh darn turbo boosters on the ice. It's like putting it on the floor. It doesn't move at all. I demonstrate it right now, but I don't want to waste a boat for demonstration purposes. You know, I forget. This version of Minecraft was made in like what, early 20 the beginning of 2011, and I wonder how much RAM people used to have back in that sort of time. I can't imagine they had all that much. Like, at that point, the latest version of Windows was 7, and I'm pretty sure the minimum requirements for Windows 7 was like less than a single gigabyte. Before I continue into the forest, I think we should sleep. For my own safety, if nothing else. Because, as you can tell, Minecraft does... This version of Minecraft, anyway, doesn't actually, like, lower the... It doesn't actually, like, unload like most of the terrain you've walked past in memory, so it just builds up and up, which is why I've needed to allocate 8 gigabytes of memory just to Minecraft because of,
ooh,
well, so it doesn't crash, because walking forward for 2 hours uses up a lot of memory, would you be surprised to hear. I forgot the bed. I leave the beds in place whenever I sleep because I would rather have to keep crafting new beds than end up getting killed and undoing about 180 hours worth of progress. I would much prefer to lose like 20 minutes tops than lose hundreds of hours. Because then at that point I either have to redo 3 years of work or use creative mode and ditch all form of integrity. So yeah, that's in a nutshell why I leave the beds. What was the other thing I was talking about? There's lava right underneath me. That is hazardous. Honestly, I'm admittedly sort of curious about this. How often are you actually directly below lava? I think this is finally where building more boats comes into play. Boop. Perfection. I'm just realizing, like, how few animals I've been seeing. They just... It's weird. It's just, at some point, they just all seem to disappear. Just no more mobs load. They don't appear for some reason. Maybe that has to do with the IDs, but maybe it goes through every single mob ID and then it just decides to not replace existing ones and instead just stops allowing mobs to spawn entirely for some reason. I don't know why you would do that, but it was 2011, and I don't really think many people on the Minecraft team at that point expected someone to just walk more than 10,000 blocks in a single sitting. Honestly, even 10,000 blocks is a bit of a stretch. I'm sure most Minecraft players didn't expect you to go more than 5,000 blocks in any direction. After all, creative mode doesn't exist yet, so... I'm gonna walk in this convenient dirt bridge. And then this is probably a massive cliff. Can I actually scale this thing down safely without using my water? Well, I'll be. I actually can. It's like this thing was designed for me. Thanks, indifferent universe. I missed 5,000 blocks. I am mildly inconvenienced by this. "4,000 blocks remaining." That's the closest you're getting. You're no longer getting 5,000 blocks remaining because I don't pay attention. Boop, wee. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly thinking about random Flash games. One of which has just randomly come to mind is Cover Orange. Flash games had some silly titles sometimes. It's quite literally a game about placing miscellaneous objects on a world so that you can cover an orange away from the rain that for some reason rains spike balls instead of raindrops for some reason. And if the spike ball touches the orange, it quite literally disintegrates. It was the late 2000s. It was a late 2000s Flash game. It didn't need to make sense. I'm now thinking about another Flash game. It was called Spike Cannon, and it also got a sequel. And it was literally just a game about shooting cannonballs at shapes. And they had faces. And then when you hit them enough times, they split into smaller shapes. What are my thoughts on Club Penguin? I used to play it a lot when I was like 6 years old, and then I kind of just forgot about it. I was actually talking about this last week's stream actually. Someone like mentioned about how someone like brought up the Club Penguin games for Wii, and there was also ones for DS, and I was saying like I never got the Club Penguin games for Wii and DS, but do you know what I did get? The Moshi Monsters game for DS. I got the gosh darn Moshi Monsters game for Nintendo DS. I was an interesting person. I'm going the wrong way. This way, you fool. But overall, Club Penguin, good game. Wish Disney didn't destroy it. And just completely drop the IP. Apparently the original creators of Club Penguin are like making a new thing that's sort of similar. It's called like Parrot Pie or something. I think it was called. I'm pretty sure it was called Parrot Pie. Which also happens to have a really unfortunate abbreviation of PP. I mean, don't get me wrong, Club Penguin's abbreviation is much worse in that regard, but PP is not exactly that much better. I have a video I've gotten a video idea in the last literally like 30 minutes, and like I could probably make it in a couple days and like have it be ready for Wednesday, but at the same time, the thing I was planning to do for the Wednesday stream, because up until that point I didn't really have any short-term video ideas again, was involved one of my friends to come along with it, and I've already said like, do you wanna do a stream with me on Wednesday at 3 p.m. GMT because I don't have any videos ready? And he said yes, and like I can't exactly back out now. I mean, oh well, it happens. Sometimes scheduling just has unintended consequences when you just like suddenly have a sort of realization moment. But whatever. It means that I have this week and next week pretty much already sorted, because it's not really going to take me long to record the video I'm thinking of, but We are 90% of the way there. We are going 25,000 blocks. We only have 2,500 left. I'm going so fast. Look at me speeding, rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead? Only one way to find out. How many more streams do you think are left until I reach the funny lands? 450. 450 at least, anyway. My high estimate is about 500. Hello there, internet individual. Long story short, there is a lot of this series left to do, for sure. I mean, people have made series that have lasted for more than 1,000 episodes, like Zack Scott Games' Plants vs Zombies 2 series and Stampy's Lovely World series. Those two have been running for more than 10 years. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Stampy's Lovely World has been running for more than 15 years at this point. I am old. I am becoming a turbo boomer as we speak. I'm becoming a crippled old man that can barely stand up anymore because his legs has arthritis and they shatter into a million pieces if I so much as bend down slightly. And the only reason I did that is because I forgot that I'm not supposed to be able to because my mind has turned to mush because I'm so ridiculously old. Slender Tubbies 3. I'm pretty sure that's the funny meme horror game with Teletubbies in it. Stream's dead? Nah, not at all. There's still a whole 7 people here, and there's like 2 people talking in chat. That's honestly more people than I usually get at this point in the stream. So I'd say I'm doing pretty good for my batting average. That sounds kind of sad, but hey, I mean, I'm not necessarily the biggest YouTuber. Maybe bigger than most, but I'm far from the peak. How many subscribers does Mr. Beast have? Like 275 million at this point? How long do you think it'll be before he surpasses T-Series? We're wasting time. Go forward. Do the thing. Do the thing and quit wasting my time. 177 million subs. I wasn't far off. I remembered it was like the last time I checked it was like 171 million, so I estimated it was about 175 million at this point, so Mr. Beast is just the fastest growing YouTuber of all time currently. I can confidently say that is probably a fact. Mr. Beast has gamed, and his YouTube game is top notch. He knows just how to beat the algorithm. All that click-through rate and engagement and watch time. He's got all the unlocks on it. He's becoming the most powerful YouTuber in existence. Even more than the companies that just spit out hundreds of music videos that chances are not really anyone even cares about. Mr. Beast only makes quality content. The qualitiest content. That is a word I have just said. Qualitiest. I wonder when the next YouTube play button will be made. Because I'm pretty sure T-Series has more than 200 million at this point, and they didn't, okay, as far as I'm aware anyway, they didn't give T-Series a 200 million subscriber award. Will they do it at 500 million? A billion? Will they not make any more afterwards? I mean, the 100 million award is already like stupid expensive apparently, because it has like real crystal in it that's only made in like one super vintage factory in like France or something. The last boat, men. 800 blocks remaining. $700. We are fast approaching our goals. Our one goal in life, to walk forward without resistance. 600. $500. I'm starting to feel like the actual point at Z0 is going to be in the water. I say that every time and it doesn't, but this looks like a very long ocean. 400. Well, that answers my question. No, it won't. No, it won't. Once again. 300. We have just crossed the 2-hour mark, by the way. $200. Goodbye, internet individual. thank you for watching. You've pretty much watched the entire thing at this point, so... yeah, we're just about to reach the final frontier of today's stream. And then the stream will end. 100 blocks remaining. This is it, folks. The end of... it's gonna be in the water again. I swear this happens like so many times. Okay, it probably won't be in the water. That's definitely more than 50 blocks, but... 30. 20. Begin the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2,075,000. This concludes episode 104 of Minecraft: The Broken Journey. Thank you, everyone, for watching this week's installment of the series. We will be back next week at the same time, on Sunday, with episode 105. Until then, thank you for watching. I shall see you Wednesday for another stream, but if you're not interested in that, next week for the next episode of Minecraft: The Broken Journey. Thank you all for watching.